when you're thinking about maybe building a B2B full funnel approach? You mentioned a few tactics there, linear television, the Captivate screens inside of elevators, but how do you maybe go through that planning? Is it looking at geographically, hey, what's available in the market? Is it a turnkey playbook regardless? How do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't think there's ever going to be a turnkey playbook. I think each business and each commercial, how they handle commercial operations, it's going to differ, company to company, brand to brand. So I think what it really amounts to is like you got to start and take a look at what is the problem you're trying to solve, right? And it's so cliche. Everyone says, "Oh, what's the problem? What's the goal that I'm trying to hit?" But you'd be surprised how many people don't do that. If I had $10 for every CEO that came to me and said, "We need to be on TikTok," or "Why aren't we running boards?" And I'm like, "Well, what's your reason for doing that, right? Why do you want to be? You sell software. Why do you want to be on TikTok and using influencers that do makeup tutorials, right? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So a lot of times I think we're distracted by the shiny object. So what I'm trying to say is it's got to be a customer approach. You got to start with, what am I trying to solve? And when you look at, I'll go back to B2B again, since that's what we're talking about. When you look at a B2B audience for let's just say a SaaS product, a lot of times you've got people who, your customers are on year-long buying cycles. They might not be ready to upgrade that software or to change vendors until, October, November, December for the following year. So what are you going to do? You're going to pound them with programmatic media? You're going to pound them with ads on G2 and Capterra? You're going to run analyst relations for a year and try to do, paid studies with Gartner? Sure, yeah, you can do those things, but realistically, like, you've got to make sure that you're top of mind so that when they are in that buying cycle, your name's on the short list. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I really do think it's a difficult one to conquer. It really depends on the situation of the brand and the business.
What advice would you